everyone, Ms. Reyes here. Today we're going to learn how to write in our counts in our music. We're going to start with quarter notes in our 4/4 time signature. So go ahead on your paper, go ahead and draw a rhythm staff just like this. We're going to have two measures, then time signature here in the front. So that 4/4 time signature tells us there's 4 beats in the measure and the quarter note gets the beat. So since I have 4 beats in every measure, I'm going to draw 4 quarter notes to fill up that measure. We know that a quarter note gets 1 beat, so I need 4 of them. Same thing for this measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Now when I label them, the numbers are going to go on the bottom and they're going to line up directly with that quarter note. We're always going to start with number 1. So here in this first measure, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now do you see how my numbers are directly under the quarter note? That's super important. Next we have this bar line. That tells us to start over on our counting. So we're going to go back to number 1 for that next measure. Same thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is an example with only 2 measures. It could keep going on if there were more until you get to that double bar line there at the end. Let's do another example. Draw another rhythm staff. I'm going to have 2 measures again. Same time signature, 4/4. This time I'm going to be using quarter notes and quarter rest. So let's go ahead and let's have quarter note, quarter note, quarter rest, quarter rest. And then let's alternate them. Quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest, just like this. Now, when I label the quarter notes and the quarter rests, it's same idea. They both get 1 beat, so they're only going to have 1 number that goes with that symbol. But there's going to be something special that we do for the rest, so make sure you pay attention. So we're going to start with 1, 2, just like we did in the other measure. And then the quarter rest is going to be on beat 3, but we have to put it in parentheses because that's going to tell us that it's a silent rest. Same thing with that next one. Beat 4 in parentheses, just like that. Next measure, now it's going back and forth. So we have quarter note on beat 1. The rest is on beat 2. Quarter note on beat 3. And the rest is on beat 4. So we're always going to go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to line it up with the symbol directly underneath it. Now let's go ahead and move on. So that is our quarter notes and quarter rest. Let's talk about our half notes for a second. So I'll leave that one there up at the top for you guys to get caught up on. I'm going to go ahead and draw another example. There we go. We'll stay with 4/4 time signature for now. And now, as a review, our half note, if you remember, it's going to get 2 beats. So if we have 4 beats in every measure, the half note gets 2. We can only fit 2 half notes in one measure because they each get 2. So I'm going to draw 1 half note here, 1 half note here. We'll do that for this measure too. Now, when we label our half notes, because they take up 2 beats, they're going to take up 2 of those numbers as well. We're still going to start on beat 1. But this time we're going to have -2. That tells us that beat 1 and beat 2 are going to go inside of that half note. Same thing for the next one. Well, I've already used beat 1 and beat 2, which means this next half note has to start on beat 3. 3-4, just like that. Next measure, same thing, bar line means that we're going to start over with our counting. So we're going to have 1-2 and 3-4, just like that. We'll do an example with some half rest as well. Same time signature. 4/4. Let's go ahead, let's mix it up a little bit. We'll do half note, half rest. Remember the box goes on top for the half rest and you have to fill it in. Next measure, we'll flip them. We'll do half rest and half note, just like that. So when we label our half note, it's going to be the same as before. We'll always start with 1. It's going to take up 2 beats, so 1-2. And then our half rest, same idea as the quarter rest. It's going to go in parentheses, but it also takes up 2 beats. So we're going to use those dashes as well. Starts on 3, takes up 4, and then it's a rest, so it goes in parentheses, just like that. Here's that bar line, which means we're going to start back over at 1. So this rest is going to start on beat 1. Take up beat 2, don't forget the parentheses. And then that means that this half note is going to start on beat 3. So we'll do 3-4, just like that. let you get caught up on that one. And we're going to move on to our whole notes. As a reminder, our whole note takes up 4 beats. So if we're in an example with a time signature that's 4/4, the only thing that can fit in that measure is one whole note because it takes up all 4 beats. So I'm going to draw my whole note right here. And we'll do one over here too. 2 whole notes, 1 in each measure. Now, when I label it, it's going to use the dashes, 1, -2, -3, -4, because it takes up all 4 of those beats. Same thing with our next measure, 1, -2, -3, -4, just like that. We'll do one with the whole rest as well, just so we get used to what that looks like. I'll draw another example here. We'll do our whole rest here in the beginning. So remember, this time the box is underneath that line, still filled in. And we'll do a whole note in the second one over here. So same idea, 1, -2, -3, -4 in parentheses because it's a rest. And then that whole note is the same as before. We'll start on 1. It takes up all 4 counts, just like that. Awesome job, guys. So that is how we label our quarter notes and our quarter rest, half notes, half rest, whole notes, and whole rest in our music. Good job. I'll see you guys next time.